Hmm. Given that this one starts with and, I get the impression that maybe this one comes first. It's a little hard to tell. Hmm. I guess I could go look up the dates these were posted. Hi, do you know whether or not these are in chronological order? Because they do appear to be the same thing, kinda. They do appear to be in sequence of some sort. Let's see. Looks like the Slayer Vats did come out first. So I'm gonna take it on. So the Slayer Vats definitely came out in the 7th month of 09, and the other one came out in the 8th month of 09, so I'm gonna guess that means that I should play the Slayer Vats first. So, you are a Slayer that has been banned from the Empire for being a threat to an operation. You decide to take a Slouter, I don't know what a Slouter is, on a nearby lab, a Slouter on a nearby lab and destroy their operation. Okay. City Beneath based. 106 Slayer. The only Slayer to ever to be banished. Banished. He wheel. It's an early Wii commercial, you know, for the Nintendo Wii. Take revenge by destroying their operation. Whose operation? I don't know. But you are to be eliminated from the Empire. Attack! I shall destroy you all. Okay. That's our story, I guess. I sure do love being able to body kill. Oh, that's... Wait, what just happened? I thought I heard some, like... I don't know, I thought I heard voice acting of some sort, but maybe it didn't. So this is kind of an interesting idea. It's like a big sword fight in 2 phases. Because I guess the first guys, the second group figured the first would take care of things, and they would move in only if they didn't. I think this was maybe not a good move. You know, I wonder how interesting it would be if you made something that's like not as smart as the Slayer, but is a sorted entity like the way that the guards are, and it can body kill. That'd be kind of interesting. Hey, they don't notice me. I'm gonna go see what's over here. Okay. Okay. Alright. Uh-huh. Alright. Okay. I didn't think I'd be able to go here. I'm surprised. Okay. Uh-huh. Do you guys have anything to say? Oh! Oh. You don't bump into them to talk to them, but you can kill them if you want for some reason. This is kind of a weird concept for secret rooms. But I'll take it, I guess. That means I've conquered a few more secrets. So my first thought was, oh hey, this area's open. So I guess maybe I was already in a courtyard or something, but like that there would be walls all the way around. And not that the person who made this would be smart, would have been like, I guess, clever enough to put in... How do you get to this room? Is there like a secret wall path or something? That doesn't match up with the walls there at all. There's certainly something going on here. Anyway, Yeah, so I was a little surprised to find that there was actually a path out there, but it's a little bit weird of them to put that without any, like... without any actual puzzles out there, to just put secret rooms that exist to be, oh, you went here, hooray. That just seems strange to me. I'm not so good at this. Like, you know, I survived the rooms where they throw like 20 guards at you near the end of Journey to Rooted Hold, and I'll be perfectly honest, I don't know how I managed to survive that, but I did. Anyway, I would like to give a very special thanks to Zex20913 Chaco and Curios Shy Rabbit for making Thin Hold possible. Making Thin Hold possible. Thin Hold sure is possible. All you have to do is make it just one room wide. There's just a lot of typos. This hold is chock full of typos. This typos the hold. I'm trying to determine if there's some way to get to that secret room, because I'm really wondering about it, but I don't know. Maybe there's something I... Oh, this is not stairs. This is like pseudo-stairs. Now inside the lab, he wonders what he will find in here. Why is that a secret room? How is that a secret room? It's literally the entrance to the level. I'm so confused. How do you master this hold if you can't get to that secret room over to the east of here to clear it? Anyway, like, this is definitely, like, this is late enough to be HAs, right? Which means that somebody confirmed that it's possible to master this hold, right? Like, this isn't some Bad Evil Restaurant stuff where nobody has ever necessarily beaten every room in the hold. Like, somebody confirmed that there's a way to get to and clear every secret room, including the one I just came from and the one upstairs. I'm just perplexed by this. I guess this hold is just 100% beat up guards as the Slayer, which I guess is fine, but I didn't expect it. Hi. I wouldn't expect a hold about the Empire's power to be about the Empire's soldiers, which are like their least interesting property as far as having power goes. What? Why are Slayers here? Because they hate you. I'm more interested in finding out why there's like 1 billion orbs and connections. Why? I don't even. Why? Okay, bye. Bye. You can continue to be there and goodbye. I don't even know what... How are you supposed... What even was making that a red room? Because you don't have to kill the Slayers to get through a red room. Okay. 8th place. This is just a really unusual hold. Like, it's not even necessarily bad, it's just so weird. Oh yeah, also I can enter this room now without doing anything. The Slayers don't even know I'm here. This is hilarious. Okay, I need to open this door. So how do I open this door? Did I close that door by accident? Does this close somehow? How does this supposed to work? Am I supposed to... Okay, the only thing I can imagine needing to do is arrange things so that a Slayer will want to step on one of those buttons after I close the doors here. So maybe one of them will be intelligent enough to do that or something? No. Slayers, I could have sworn that they were smart enough to hit orbs that would open doors to you or something. Like, I swear I've seen that happen sometimes. But maybe I'm just mistaken. But that does appear to be the only solution to this. So, I don't know. Because I gotta open a door to me. I've got to get that door open somehow. They sure do say yes a lot. Okay, maybe one of those guys will accidentally hit the orb on his way over to me. Or something. I really don't know. Oh, there we go. I just made them all bunch up against each other, and that was good enough. But I can't use tunnels because I don't have the power token. Okay, that's my fault. I should have realized that. So, okay. Here's a concept. I will at least kill one of these Slayers and not have to deal with every single one of them. So, okay, I guess this is more like escape to the Conquer token in such a way that they also decide to bunch up against that one button and press it for you. Which is just weird, but sure, whatever. Move toward the button, please. Move toward the button, please. I guess they won't hit that on their own because it's not really... It wouldn't lead them to me, it would just let me get to them, which is not good enough, I guess. Okay, let's just leave this room now. It's conquered, it's cleared, I can leave. I'm gonna go back through to where I don't have to deal with the Slayers to leave the room. I'm gonna bump into walls 5 or 6 times on the way. So this is just weird. Okay, so how do I open these? Oh, good heck. Is this some convoluted orb puzzle? Please don't be a convoluted orb puzzle. I really don't. I'm not in the mood for that. Oh dear. How do I open this? Oh, this opens all 4. Oh, okay. Phew. No orb puzzle needed. Just solve the secret rooms and do this. Oh, it's the rotating guys. Oh, whoops. Let me just stand too close for that to affect me. And then this room will mostly take care of itself for me. Why does the disarm token affect me but not the other Slayer? Isn't that weird? I mean, I know why, but isn't it weird? Anyway, this is 90% navigate the sword maze. Because sword mazes are fun, right? Convoluted sword mazes. Yeah. I hope you enjoy the Slayer death sound. That's what sword mazes are. I'm not very good at sword mazes. But I'm making progress, and there we go, conquered. Triumphant! Okay, I guess I missed him saying that before, and that's what confused me. Now what? I see. Uh-huh. I think the Slayer clone character graphic is just slightly bugged. Just ever so slightly bugged. You know, he's got like... He's dual wielding, but they're both kind of in the same hand and on the same spot. Let me just let this Slayer kill himself against a sword real quick. Yeah, thank you. Goodbye. Yeah, this... I don't know what to say about this whole... Like, it's not really... It's not kind of the modern design that you might expect from a lot of things from this era. It's not bad, it's like we're using more advanced elements to design the kind of thing you might have seen in the King Dugan's Dungeon era. Kind of the more primitive architectural style, I guess you could say. What is the point of this whole orb path here, aside from opening that one way? Also, do these things ever move? Why are they here? Why do they exist? I thought they moved, but they're not moving. Did they break when I cleared the room? I don't know. Now they're facing a different direction? I'm so confused. What? Now what? Now what? Okay. We have character decoys that are, yeah, not very smart. I guess this is what happens when you just tell your character to move to player. Huh? Yeah, alright. I can do that, but instead I'm gonna go do this. Here's a secret room. That's all I have to say. There's actually roaches in this room, which is very unusual for this hold. This is our first roach of the hold, basically. Okay, I should try again. I guess so. You don't see anything like this in any hold. And I can't decide if that's a good thing or a bad thing. But you don't see holds like this, generally speaking. Okay, no more swordsmen. Let's open the way for all these roaches. Open up, okay. Oh, hi. Yeah, okay. I definitely have some kind of comprehension of why that happened. That's definitely something that makes perfect sense. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, is this a sword maze you can successfully navigate at all? I'm not so sure it is. I think the whole point is that you can't go up there. So I'm going to assume that's the case, because even if you can get through there, I really have no idea how. Oh, this is not how you get back. How do you get back? Oh, well, okay. I'm gonna just stand here so they all stab themselves first. And then that guy decided not to turn his sword, because I guess he didn't know that he even needed to. And yeah, they forgot to give these things a thing that says don't exist if the player already beat the room. Which is always great. What does this thing do? Okay. Alright. Have you ever met an enemy that you can't kill? That if you kill it, you immediately lose? And not because an explosion happens, but because it's a character clone. And character clones have no idea what they're doing. And because character clones behave like clones in the sense that when you die, they die. When they die, you die. Have you ever? How far is he going? Okay. Well, by self that hates me, that would be actually a custom enemy that you're not allowed. Sorry, I'll read their dialogue in a minute. So, a custom monster that does something hostile to you, that kills you if you kill it unless some specific condition is met, would be interesting. Like, it acts like a clone in that sort of way. It acts as a you're not allowed to kill me kind of character. That would be kind of interesting. Ah, what do you want? You are trespassing on Empire grounds. I am in the Empire. You think I don't know? That you are banished? Ha, I bet you couldn't get past this. Even if I didn't, my clones will get you. Clones? No, seriously, clones? What? What's this about clones? He's not gonna make it through this, though. His wisp really doesn't have any idea how to deal with whirling swords. Anyway, this is 39th for some reason. I guess he is still alive up until he dies. Bye. Hey, he gave his real death there. Okay. No. I'm really bad at sword mazes. I don't know if you've noticed. Anyway, I beat that. He is triumphant. Here's another sword maze. What? Told you my clones will find you. Right now, there is 1,000 clones getting breeden as we speak. Also, another 1 million slayers are being breeden too. 1 million? I mean, okay. So it's never really expounded upon, but obviously the whole vat thing, vats need some kind of resources to work, right? How do you make 1,000,000 of anything without, like, being really, really expensive to the Empire? Like, you know, we never really see this referred to, but surely there must be something to it. Like, what is that guy's deal? Is he an auto move? Is he gonna kill me? Is he running towards me? I don't know. I don't know what that guy's deal is. Okay, he's just gonna go past me, that's fine. What was I saying? Yeah, like, just having a lot of vats isn't good enough. That's like having a lot of barracks in Warcraft 2. You can have all the barracks you want, but if you don't have the gold and you don't have the food, you can't train any footmen. To give an analogy, probably nobody even has any idea what I'm talking about. The same is true in Warcraft 3. Like, if you're playing a strategy game, you know that you need resources to create units. And I'm pretty sure that if you're the Empire, you still need some kind of resources to create more people. More like monsters and people and so on. And I mean, the Empire is vast, and maybe there are 1,000,000 roaches in there, but 1,000,000 slayers? I mean, slayers have got to be expensive, right? Anyway, I'm really bad at this. Despite having the advantage of body kills, I'm still really bad at this. There we go. Bye. Here's a room where there are Ormites, I guess. Actually, Ormites would be very advantageous for me, because I can body kill, and you can't, jerks. Well, you know, as long as everyone's on Ormites, at least. Okay, this was not a good path to take to the Ormites. Let's try something else. I love how completely adorable these things are when they're on Ormites, because they have no idea what to do with them, with themselves. They just like, I'm standing here, I'm nudging you, why aren't you dying? Okay, I could actually just stand here. None of them can touch me, and I can destroy them with my sword. I mean, hook. Anyway, that was easy. More Ormites. Great. A death nap. I always wondered about that one. Like, is it a death nap because you're, like, dead, or because you're, like, taking a nap? I don't know. Like, it's some kind of conflation of dirt nap and dead. But it's I don't know. It's just strange. This hold is weird. This hold makes me think about weird things. This is just too many Slayers. I'm gonna come out and say that right now. Like, this is getting ridiculous. I made a whole level in my hold once about having, like, a lot of Slayers to kill and stuff, and this is still too many Slayers. Okay, well, I think maybe I had the wrong strategy there. Maybe what I should do instead is, just let them come to me. Oh, I couldn't see him because the wisp was camouflaging him. Oh, now I'm in a king can't kill situation here. Like the king in chess, you know? They're not the smartest when they're in this kind of situation, you know that? And that guy didn't even account for the fact that he was facing the wrong way already. Yeah, I think this is probably the smartest way to handle this room. Oh, I'm not reading the cliff right. So, wait. There's nothing else past here? Okay. The level just ends, and then you're supposed to go back. I don't understand, but that's okay, I guess. I'll go back. Oh, okay, there's... I haven't been here, and there's blue doors here, I guess. So, let's see what's through here. Oh. Is this an orb puzzle? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? What do you do? Oh dear. I guess I should solve the orb puzzle first. Let's see. So there was one that... yeah. And then... okay. There was one that opened this one, right? This does really confusing stuff. This opens that one and closes... okay. This one opens that one, closes those, and toggles those. If I got something that didn't... that toggles this one, I just can't. This one doesn't affect the last two. Do any of them only affect the last two meaningfully? Like this one doesn't close anything, so it should be last. So I need to open the back one. So opening the back one with this, and then try and close everything else, so with this one. So do this one first, and then open the next one up with this one, and then I can use this one maybe to finish? I don't know. Let's just start by trying to go there. Okay, now I want to open this one, preferably without messing anything else up. And that leaves me only the option of doing this. And now I want to close these two without messing anything else up, so I can use this one actually. This one will work fine. So just hit that one and I'll be good. But first, I have a Slayer to bait into just letting me kill him. Ta-da! 3 orb presses. More Slayers. Bye. It's like if you don't use Slayers like effectively, if you just sort of put them in your room that's a big hallway, they just awkwardly stand around wondering if maybe you want some coffee. They don't really do anything. No, don't go down there. Stop him. What are you hiding? Just unintelligently used Slayers are kind of hilariously dumb sometimes. So right now I have a small problem getting past a few, which is at least something, but... okay. Yep, okay. Done. Bye. As 106th Slayer, Decendez the Stayer is, he has 2 questions in his mind. Why is 39th Slayer here? And what are they hiding? Okay. What are they hiding? Onplich. They are hiding Onplich. They are hiding 1 billion Onplich for some reason. That's great. That's really good. I'm just gonna stand here and hope for the best. The best, it turns out, happened. Here's another room with an orb puzzle. Because I guess orb puzzles are the only things that this person knows how to build. Okay. Well. Bonk. 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 This is the Empire's power, the Slayer Vats, or whatever. I am triumphant. What's this? Outside. I want to go outside. Oh, okay. I guess that's how you get this to happen. Okay. Sure. What's this? Titstinati? I don't understand. The Hold, Slayer Lounge, Courtyard. The Hold. R10 Mini number 2. R10 Mini number 1. I don't even. I just don't. Let's go north. Let's go up this way, I guess. The trap, not like you need to be here. Okay, I guess that's how you clear this secret room. That's also the entrance. Oh, wait, what did he say? Now you're back on track, for the moment at least. Sure. Let's go to the hold, even though I've already been in the hold. The quote-unquote hold, he doesn't know what it means, what it is, or what's the point. He hopes to find out some things. Goblins. Surprise. Goblins. Goblins are necessary, right? Goblins. I think I'm dying to goblins more times than I did to all those guards and slayers combined. Gotcha. Bye. And random mishmash of monsters. Because, I guess. Oh dear. And of course the goblins take the lead, or else they could be trapped behind the other monsters and I could deal with them last. There, that's a stable state for just a moment. Now let the adder eat that one, and that one, and that one. And then maybe... yeah, okay. Just let the adder take care of them. Green on green. There we go. Like a weird hub, but you can't go to most of the places, and 90% of the places have names that make absolutely no sense. These gates are opened only by the 3 orbs of lunacy. Is this like an epically long hold or something? Like, I didn't get the impression when I started out that this was a very long hold. But I mean, so far I'm in the 3rd level, and it's like, oh, here's the gates of lunacy, I guess. We're finally encountering monsters after the first 2 or 3 levels were full of slayers and guards and things. I just don't get it. Nothing about this makes any sense to me. I kind of like the way the lighting is handled though. It's all shiny and white all over the place. There's also a player light for some reason, despite it not being particularly dark. It makes everything glow even more. Hey there, adder. Do you want to get stabbed by my hook? Too bad, you get it. I'm not confident that I'm going to encounter anything else really interesting in this hold. I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but I'm not confident that there's a good reason to continue this hold right now. What? Ah, 106th Slayer. We meet again. But there is only one entrance. One entrance, you fool. Didn't you see the stairs that lead into a pit? Well, that is it. Kill him. I don't even know what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about, but you know what? I don't have to clear this room. I can just leave. Bye. It's not a required room, so I don't see why I should bother with it. Anyway, what's to the left? More goblins. Yeah, okay, what's to the north? Eyes! I'll take that over goblins any day. I might be in trouble here. Oh. Okay, yeah, I shouldn't have done that. That's much better. I should make a version of Brainlord's... I should make a version of Brainlord where you're playing as a Slayer so you can body kill, and that doubles how quickly you can kill brains in theory. Be kind of interesting. Anyway. It's too bad I can body kill and that's completely irrelevant. Otherwise this might have been a puzzle almost. But it's not. Okay, yeah. I'm not really convinced that there's anything else really to see about this hold. I have no idea how much longer it is, but I feel pretty confident that if I stop now, I'm not going to miss anything really momentous. Anyway, there's a sequel by Jeff. After the events of Lowest Point, Beether decides to go home or start a new life. Since he did not want to go back to Nugany, he finds himself going to some other city, but that didn't work out, so he has to go through the same thing he did when he came down here. Smite monsters. There are mirror tunnels to the entrance. Let's go. As Beethro is going back to the surface, he comes across a strange set of tunnels. They are wrecked, and it seems like an army of slayers blew through here. Oh wait, the letter O instead of OH as it should be for the word. All the slayers are dead, right? Wrong. Okay. Yeah, so this is definitely a sequel, and it's a sequel with good spelling. Gah, more roaches, and I thought going back up would be easy. I mean, it should be. There was that place with all the mirrors that I already cleared and made it easy to leave by. You know, the place with the mirrors. I hope that's enough to remember to jog people's memories. Let me see. What I should do is destroy wall effectively in such a way that, yeah, there we go. Take care of all the seed. Now for the brain spiders and roaches and not. Well, we're not messing about with a billion slayers this time, I guess. That's good. We're just starting right off with some good old roach horde. Messy roach horde. Oh, I guess I'll go take care of the ones that are already on my face right now first. I solved an easy room that was nonetheless somewhat tedious. Thanks to beta testers, Curios... Is that really how it's spelled? Curios Shy Rabbit? It's X20913, BD Wing, and Jacob. Is that really how that person's username was spelled? I could have sworn it was Curious Shy Rabbit, like with O-U-S in it. But this is a secret room? Yeah, I thought so. I guess he just never learned how to spell curious. Anyway, Jeff, I mean, didn't learn that. This is apparently a secret room, even though I just literally came here just from naturally moving and thinking, oh, this is probably where I'm supposed to go next. Like, I thought for sure this is where I was supposed to be going, but apparently this is a secret room with a secret room swoosh sound, so... I'm so not going back there. I'm so not going... Where is he not going back to? I guess that's whatever place it didn't work out at, but, you know, maybe you could have started me there so I had some clue why I didn't want to go back. Oh, wow. This is why. This is pure, unadulterated why. I think that's the best word to describe this, is why. I don't even know what, I just know that this is why. So here's some mirrors, I guess. Sure. I don't really know why there's mirrors, but there are. I mean, I can use them to block off two of the ways that monsters can come from, and then I can just do this. Oh. You know, if I didn't, if I wasn't stupid about it, I could do that. There we go. Now I can just do this and be completely safe on ortho squares, except I'm not for some reason. I thought roaches couldn't attack you across... What is going on here? Oh, right, you have to set it up differently. I don't know what I was thinking. Anyway, there's a way you can set things up to where roaches on ortho squares won't kill you, and you can sort of go across that far across and whatever. Whatever. I'll figure something else out, I guess. This is just pure unadulterated Y. I don't know why I thought that was going to work, though. Okay, what do these even do? Okay, so you need monsters on those in order to... Or you could use the mirrors, I see. I really don't know how to survive this event. I think they're even brained, which makes it just ridiculous. Like, this is too many roaches, officially too many roaches. Maybe I should start by fighting the roaches, but it's too many roaches from the very beginning, though. Like, it doesn't even start out small, it's just, here's too many roaches right away. At least this you could qualify maybe as a puzzle of some sort, because there is the possibility of failure, even if you're persistent. I'm just not sure this is a good puzzle. I mean, how do you arrange 3 mirrors to prevent an entire army of roaches from killing you? I don't know. Even given ortho squares, I have no idea. Like, no matter what I set things up as, I'm just gonna die right away. I guess I could try this. I guess I'll see what happens if I do this. What I don't get is why there's that single one ortho square missing there. It's just weird. There's like these 2 spots with ortho squares missing on the button and right next to it. And I'm not really sure if there's a good reason why. I guess this is what I was thinking I wanted to do before, but I didn't think about it correctly. Yeah, okay, this is not terrifically hard, I just wasn't thinking correctly. I got mixed up somehow, I don't know. Now they're being weird and not even coming after me. Because brains are not smart when it comes to ortho squares. Well, maybe this is almost few enough where I can escape and just start killing things in general. I repeat my assertion that this room's best description is why. Why? I don't know how to deal with this. Like, they keep moving onto this awful location that's not helpful at all. Maybe I should have set up my defense somewhere different so that this wouldn't happen, but I don't know where exactly. Oh. If I could just get all the roaches one direction away from me instead of in all directions simultaneously for some point. That would be exceedingly good and helpful. Okay, there. Now that I'm in this area, I can move diagonally and everything's fine. The queen's even put herself in the opposite direction of my back. Which is a really long-winded way of saying she's in front of me instead, but you know what I mean. Let's clean up these extra seeps and kill this guy. Okay, I just needed to escape the field of orthosquares, and now I'm fine. I don't know, again, I'm not sure why that was so difficult for me, but it just was. Obviously, I'm going to prefer to clean up the roaches and then deal with the Conquer token business, since I have 3 mirrors to do that with, so why not? And as long as I'm in the area where cleaning up the roaches happens, I'm also right next to the brains and the leftover seep, so I might as well kill those too. So it just becomes completely trivial after you finally escape the orthosquares. There's just this arbitrary extra step for no reason. I don't understand this part at all. Like, I can understand the puzzle of use 3 mirrors at early on, you know? Like, there's something resembling a puzzle there. I don't comprehend why you would ever need to do the thing. What is going on with these things? What am I looking at? What are those in the north area place? Is there a good reason for them to exist there? Like, is there a good reason I'm just missing? This isn't terrifically difficult either. I just, what are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Why are you doing it? Okay. I guess they're there to let me go north, but the green door already lets me go north. Like, when I designed the dancers, and I had them have very specific paths, there was a very good reason why each one had their own particular path they liked. Alright. So this is choose your direction. I'm going to choose diagonal, perhaps, and I guess I get a mimic friend too? Alright, sure. That's great, I guess. Well, I guess I'm also allowed to change direction to some extent. Oh, I think maybe I'm supposed to drop the trapdoors, right? My ultimate goal is to drop all the trapdoors. Is that it? So what I should do right now... Okay, yep, okay. Good. And then... no. I really want to switch directions to northeast, right? It's a little hard to do here. Mainly because there's these roaches in the way. So I guess I should wait for them and let this guy kill them first. Oops. That fourth one is just permanently stuck behind the brain, eh? I think I can make it. Yes, okay. Ta-da! Amazing, disappearing brains. Okay. Wait, what is that? What does pushing these orbs do? Does pushing these orbs accomplish anything at all? I'm not gonna mess with them because I can always leave this way anyway, so what's the point? This mechanism, why is it here? Does it serve a purpose? Is it just decorative? Like, you could make it to where there's only green doors where they let those guys out, but here's another single direction room, I guess, because we needed more of those. And with goblins, because we needed that too. That was completely necessary and not at all completely stupid. I just want the goblins behind me, and oh, nope, okay, well, whatever. What's that do? What does this button do? Oh. Okay. This is a completely necessary set of constraints to make a puzzle, I guess. Oh. So it would be best if I could kill the queen before she spawns and kill at least one of the goblins. But I'm not sure that's possible. I don't know how to kill goblins that I can't hit anyway. That I can't turn my sword anyway. The only way I know how to kill goblins is if I can turn my sword. So I'm probably not very well fit for that room anyway. Oh hi, a billion goblins for no good reason. Oh, and another no turning room. Is this just the only kind of constraint that this person knew how to make? At least I can freely change my orientation as long as the Ormites are free here. Okay, maybe... no. Okay. Oh, North. What are you doing? Okay, hang on. I got an idea. Let's face east and be in this area where they can only ever be east of me. This will work perfectly. There will be no goblins in just a minute or two. Get out of the way! I just want to kill the goblins. Stupid roaches making even more annoying than it already is to kill these goblins. Next thing you're going to tell me the high efficiency players have managed this room without the haste potion. I mean speed potion. I always mean speed potion when I say haste potion. I'm just too used to, like, Final Fantasy status effects, I guess. So I always think of a thing that makes a person or a creature move faster than it normally would be capable of doing as haste. I'm not even sure I like this better than orb puzzles. I mean, at least with orb puzzles, it's about thinking of what's going on. Here it's just, here's a big orb, and here's a big horde. Hope you're happy with a big horde. Have fun being in a giant crowd of monsters forever. And also deal with this arbitrary nonsense I threw on top of it. I just want the goblins to be dead before I attempt to go after the roaches. The roach queens, I mean. Okay, would you please? Thank you, goodbye. Okay, now it makes sense to face north, because there's only roaches, and roaches are coming from the north, and I'm going north. North. I can always backswipe if I'm not in the very... I should probably lock the room. Anyway. Now what? Okay, that's a platform, that's not. For some reason, from a distance, I thought that platform row was... that little 3 by whatever platform was a trapdoor gate. And I was really confused by that, because there are no trapdoors in this room. Oh. Okay. This person is not shy to use scripting to enforce things, I guess. Like, a lot of people, like as a stylistic consideration, don't ever use scripting unless it's completely, totally, absolutely necessary. Not this guy. This Jeff here, let me tell you. Do I have... Oh yeah, I have sword turning. Good. Anyway, what was I saying? Yeah, in this case, we're talking about someone who has absolutely no reservations of enforcing with scripting if they want to, or just using scripting in general for strange, very inconsistent feeling stuff. I don't think it matters which phase you're on when you're on a hot tile. You don't die unless you sit on the hot tile for 2 semi-turns, right? Let me just let these goblins kill themselves, and there we go. So yeah, there's also some real disproportionate difficulty here. Maybe he was under the impression that you couldn't turn your sword on hot tiles, and that was the idea of that room, but I just went from, let's see, easy but dull, not very interesting, complete nightmare, easy but dull, interesting puzzle, complete nightmare, easy. I don't know how to... that's how it is. The difficulty's just all over the place. I still don't know how to do this room. I think this room might actually be a linchpin room where you have to know what moves the author had in mind in order to succeed at it. Or you have to suss those out, you know what I mean. I personally have absolutely no idea how to kill goblins without being able to turn my sword, so... especially more than one goblin. So I have no chance of solving this room, basically. I mean, having the queen around is bad enough. You have to be nice and quick to get rid of her. But then there's these goblins, and one of them will always be behind me by the time I kill one of them. Another will always be behind me, probably. Like that. Just like that. I don't know how to solve this room, but I have noticed there's another exit to this room. If I can figure out how to reach it. Oh no, that's a blue door path, okay. That's enough for me. Well, this is a mixed bag, and this is a mixed bag, and they're a very unique pair of holds. I don't know what to say about them. I think if this Jeff, who I assume to be a different Jeff from the Jeff that other Jeff holds have been by, I think if this person had gone on to make lots of holds, they would have eventually mellowed out and had some really cool ideas alongside, like, their weirdness, and it would have been interesting, but I don't know. Anyway, Entrapment by Rob. Good things come in small packages. Okay. This is Journey to Rooted Hold based, but it looks like it might be some real puzzle kind of stuff, maybe. Because we went for the constraint of small rooms, which tends to work sometimes. And yeah, this is stated the way that you would expect a puzzle hold to be stated as far as its level names and stuff goes. Great, how do I get out of this? Backswiping, right? I mean, it is just the introductory room, but that wasn't too hard. Now, what's this about? Interesting. Nope. I needed to, yeah. Ow. I really needed to use these guys as a bump against. And not explode myself, preferably. Okay, whatever. They're all dead now, so I can get out, and the Mimic can kill whoever he wants now. Everything's fine. Clever trick. I like it. Hi, a billion... Hi, several rock golems. Several rock golems. I don't... How do you even begin with several rock golems? That's the most efficient configuration I know of, and there's still too many. Like, there's still way too many. This is as aggressively as I'm able to move, too. Okay, there's just enough, if you do it right. And then I'm still not sure how to finish this. Maybe a little bit of luring is needed. Yeah, okay. Almost perfect. But we still have a problem, so maybe one more round of luring things. No, I've made my situation worse. Maybe now I should lure? I'm just not sure how to kill the last guy, which is always the worst. Oh, maybe... Okay. Before I did that, I could do this. I agree, this is a better idea. Just thread the needle with each of these guys and put them wherever I want, because there's loads of room in here. Yep, this is probably the intended solution. So, admit it, among things I'm bad at, rock golem stacking is not something that I'm completely horrible at, you know? Now, what is this about? A few too many people with swords is what this is about. I think I just checkmated myself. So that can't be it. Killing that guy causes me to be stuck in checkmate. This is called entrapment. I'm not sure. This is entrapment by Rob. Entrapment? Yes, entrapment by Rob. It's rooted to hold, and it's actually really interesting. I'm just not very good at this particular room right here because there's a Slayer in it, and he's actually used well. It seems like every move I can make from coming in here is going to result in me being checkmated within a couple of turns. Like right here, I'm completely checkmated. Turning my sword kills me by the Slayer, killing that guy, kills me by that. Doing this kills me that way. So I can't come in facing northeast. If I come in facing east, then I can survive a turn or two, but I'm not sure what to do after surviving a turn or two. So okay, let's just eliminate options. Northeast doesn't work. Southeast and moving east doesn't work, or northeast doesn't work, because the Slayer kills me. Moving here puts me instantly into checkmate pretty much, because the only move that doesn't kill me here is waiting, after which I have to kill this guy, after which I'm stuck. So northeast and southeast are not the right ways to go, so I have to be facing north. I mean east, what am I saying? I have to either be facing east, or this is one of those nonsense puzzles where I have to face a way that makes no sense at the beginning. And after I come in facing east, I can't go to the north because the Slayer will get me. I guess I have to go south, and maybe turn my sword some point. That almost worked. This would be doable if there weren't a bunch of seep all in the place. And of course there are. So what is this? Is this one of those nonsense puzzles where I'm supposed to like face south when I look like I'm supposed to face north something? This really doesn't seem to be very beneficial though. Yeah, this is effectively like if I faced this way to begin with, so that's not helpful. Yeah, there's no way this is going to help. So I'd better just keep checking eastward. I've tried waiting in a lot of places. I'm not so sure that's useful. Waiting just brings everybody's swords closer and makes them kill me faster. But I have tried it. I think the solution has something to do with mostly ignoring the enemies and going east so that the seep stop being a problem. But, I mean, you have to eventually go east in order to kill the seep, regardless. Because the only way you could kill them is if they draw themselves up to this spot here, and then you start killing them. But, I don't know. This one is hard. So here, I have to wait, and then I have to kill him, and then I'm stuck. Here, I am in trouble right from the beginning, basically. I swear I have to be facing east to survive at all. But then if I'm facing east, then everything's all wrong. I can't kill these guys and they kill me. There's just too many swords in a tiny little enclosed space here for me to handle any of this. Like, was the Slayer really necessary for this room? Could you have maybe made it without the Slayer or something? I don't know. Like this? I mean, I guess technically that's possible, but it's not very helpful. Unless I misunderstood what you meant. I should sit back and be methodical about this, but I have a really hard time making myself do that. I mean, there should be some kind of logic for what's supposed to work and how it's supposed to work, right? It shouldn't just be, oh, guess the exact magic sequence I figured out. The Slayer has one of those nice evil laughs. problem is almost any sequence that lets me delay a guard also typically puts me... like, any sequence that puts a guard in position where I can kill him almost always puts me or the Slayer or something else in a position where I'll die if I do that. If not the immediate turn that I kill him, usually the turn right after. I certainly can't make one of these guys dance. Oh, okay. That's it, I guess. I have definitely basically solved it, I just have to figure out how to finish. I don't even know what I did, I just got them to bunch up against each other, and that works. Once I've done that, I'm stuck here, I guess. This is a problem. Yeah, okay. So what did I do exactly? I kind of got them to bunch against each other, and then kind of reverse the problem a little bit. Okay, 1 down, 2 down. We're good. I can stand here and kill the Seek and the Slayer won't do anything about it. There we go. What did I do right? Okay, so let's see. I faced east. I moved east, southeast, turn sword, back. That's what it is. I never thought about going back, I guess, and then waiting here. That's such a weird thing to do, but it worked because they kind of clashed against each other like idiots and then stood around most of the time. Yeah, that's nice. I'm sure that's probably the intended way of doing it because I can't imagine that there's more than a couple of ways of doing it. Alright, here there's a rattlesnake, I guess. What is the room's question for me here? I guess it's just take care of the rattlesnake. It's not really too complicated. Especially if you can get him stuck on his own tail for a moment. Nice easy room after that last nightmare of a room. Next. Hi. Wubbas. This is not an easy room. If you are really stuck, feel free to skip it, but please try it first. Oh. Okay. Slayer room, you gotta do it. No, it's fine. It's a perfectly fine room. Perfectly solvable. This room, oh, this room's hard. That intimidates me a bit. Is it? I'm seeing it. It might have just been an internet delay. I mean, the chat on stream is literally what I see on my screen. I'm just gonna make sure. Okay, yeah, that's not messed up. I could try refreshing the chat or something, but what did it miss? One of yours? This is definitely not in followers only chat, so did someone else post something and you can see it but I can't? I don't know. Okay. Maybe it tried to auto-mod and it failed or something? I don't know. Twitch is not always functional, I've learned. Like, it's usually very functional, but sometimes it decides not to be. Like when it randomly sets it to followers only chat. Okay, honestly, I don't know how to begin this room. You need to extract the wubbas, and you need to extract them in such a way that you can reach the rock golems, and you don't have the option of just pulling them all over here, I don't think. Maybe you do? One at a time? Only a couple? Let's see. I got one, I got two out here. There's this big, huge hallway over here. It's like I gotta use it, right? Maybe I'm succeeding now. Except that now that guy is in the wrong place, so what I needed to do was somehow stick these farther back, or I just don't have room for more than 2 or 3 wubbas back here. Not without more modification or something. I don't know, I guess I can sort of pull one wubba at a time, and then if I can make it back to the hallway, I can use the sword to block. Yeah, okay, this kinda works. I'm getting to where this is going to be hard to pull them without getting myself stuck, though. I can already bring one rock golem now, so that's good. But I can't be... Now here's the real problem. I can't be in this row, in these rows, for more than one turn at a time. And now there's a rock golem in the way. I can't have that. So I need to fix it somehow. I basically need to extract the Wubbas first and then deal with the rock golems. Otherwise this isn't going to work. Because the Wubbas won't kill me, they just want to give you hugs. So... oh dear. Maybe I've extracted them in the wrong order already somehow? I don't know. I think I might have the idea of how to start to solve this room though, which is more than I can say, which is more than you might expect me to have gotten perhaps, I don't know. Given that this is a hard room, advertised as a hard room, it's obvious that what you have to do to start with is pull some Wubbas over to the east side. But precisely how you do it is probably important too. Hi! Goblins and golems. Goblins and golems. I did it wrong, because it's goblins and golems. I need more space for my golems, please. I can't have that. That won't work. I have to kill the guy who's standing just too east of me while he's standing there, because otherwise I'll have too many slots and not enough golems. I have too many golems and not enough slots, right? Okay, maybe you'll just come over here and die for me. Yeah, there we go. That'll work. Alright, there we go. Because of that room being a refreshing bit of kind of breath of fresh air business, wow, that was easy. I have to really thank the author for being gracious and polite enough to not force me to do that awful room that I couldn't solve with the Wubbas. So what's up with this? It looks like something where you do the same trick 3 times, but obviously that can't be it, because anytime it looks like that, that's just not what it is. So what's the trick that lets me use one part on another? Obviously that's not it. So I have to get all the way back out. I can't turn my sword around that fast, and... I don't think this is doable, is it? Well, I can move on past this room as well. And here's a room with the Slayer again, and tar stuff, and why? I don't even. You're a sail? You're a weird dude, you know that? I could probably... If I were good at Snake, I could probably just shove the snake into the hallway I came from, but I'm not particularly good at Snake, so I'm not confident that I'll manage it. I guess I'll try, though. I don't know what else to do with this Slayer in my face the whole time. I really don't want to try to flood with tar and then have to get rid of all the tar stuff, you know, under these conditions. Okay, there. What are you doing, Slayer? What are you doing? What are you drunk? Is the Slayer drunk now? Does alcohol even exist in the 8th? It's bothering me too, but I got the option to skip it, so it let me. So I did, you know? I have no idea how that's supposed to be doable unless there's some secret thing like a health coming in if you come in from the east or something. Or a Slayer even. I'm not sure the Slayer would be all that much help, but... Like, because there's a Slayer in this room, I could imagine that some particularly annoying, some particularly mean architect could make it where, oh, because the Slayer's in that room, he chases you into this room, but this doesn't feel like the kind of thing that Rob would do based on what he's built so far. Like someone who's building these kind of tight-packed puzzles like this, some tough manipulation stuff going on and all that, that just doesn't feel, that feels wildly out of character for it to be a thing where it's just, oh, you leave and come back and now Half is here. He's only from that entrance and not from the other entrance though, because, you know. Anyway. So, this may be where I have to quit because I'm not solving it. Maybe I'll just leave the tar stuff alone and let it grow, then he'll start cutting it, and I won't have control over it then. I can sort of use the snake to keep him from doing anything useful for a little while, but I don't know forever. I don't know about forever. Oh, wait, there we go. Okay. That was remarkably easy once I just decided to let the tar do its job. I mean, you know, provided I can make it past Mr. Hook Hand here. I know it's not his hand, but, you know... I wanted a derogatory nickname for a Slayer that referred to him having a hook. So yeah, I think I would much rather be stuck in a room with a Tar Mother and a Slayer than with a Slayer and a snake. You're really getting on my nerves, dude. Just stop. Lovely. Maybe I'll just let it grow. This was a bad idea. There. No. No. Because he'll go... Okay, that's good. That's fine. Bye. Okay, no Half, no Slayer. I still don't know how to do that right. Yay! Back to start or end. Well, I can't end because there's 2 rooms I haven't cleared, but hey, I made it through the hold. Also, the Slayer is placed in such a way that you have to go back to the start to redo the thing. I guess that's fair enough. Also, you have to redo this puzzle every time, because, yeah, that's a good reason. Anyway. I imagine it's because he didn't really think about the consequences of allowing the player to go back until after he had finished building most of the hold. And then he was like, well, these are kind of hard, so I'll let the player try again later. And then he was like, well, he'll have to do this room again, but whatever. Bye, Slayer. Bye, Slayer. So, yeah, that just leaves 2 rooms involving rock golems that I have no idea how to solve, but I consider that pretty good. Most of a hold that's highly linear and very difficult, pretty decent. I just noticed that there's cracked walls in there, and probably that has something to do with the solution, but apart from pulling Wobbles out and probably destroying those cracked walls, I don't know how to solve this room. And I really don't know how to do the one that's like, here's 6 rock golems that exist. Anyway. But this is a really nice hold, I like it. It's tough, it's good. Here's something by Discorin I think I've tried before, briefly. It had something to do with like some really complicated big scripting thing that I don't know anything about how it works. That'll be interesting. The right man in the right place can change the world, but the world does not always change for the better. Isn't that the wrong man in the wrong place if it's changing for the worse? Oh well, the Great Machine. Beethro's business was clearing dungeons, not exploration, not simple extermination, and most certainly not breaking into the Empire's most remote and legendary stronghold to retrieve a mysterious artifact. But when there are too many people willing to clear dungeons, and too few dungeons to be cleared, sometimes one must settle for the work one can get, especially if the pay is good. Alright, Beethro, here's the plan. Your goal is in the Great Machine of the Empire to the east. Wait for the guards to leave on patrol, the guards on patrol to leave, kill the ones who remain, and start wreaking havoc until the central vault opens. Bring the contents to me intact, and I'll see to it that you'll never have to work again by killing you. Got it? Got it. What makes it so valuable to you? Just bring it back. Okay, I'll just snap my sword immediately the opposite direction, even though that shouldn't be physically possible. I'd like to thank my beta testers for their hard work on the initial bug-ridden versions of this hold. Curious, spelled correctly, Shy Rabbit, Murimerk, Blondebeard, Reb, Narozi, Chaco, and Vitro. I guess those were the ones on patrol. Oh, I guess they left to patrol the zone or whatever. Anyway, what's to the south here? No, the patrol went that way. Better stay here. Well, I'm not gonna stay here, but he's here to steal the source. Kill him! I'd like to think that maybe I'm a little better at these guys than I was when I first tried this hold. Maybe a little bit. Announcement. Incursion detected in Sector 8. Lockdown of source chamber initiated. I don't know why you would... That should be all of them. Now to shut down the machine. Sector 18C, tar stuff synthesis. I don't know why the plan is to wreak havoc until things are destroyed, until the vault is open, considering wreaking havoc clearly closes the vault. Anyway. Not too painful. What do you have to say? Entry 23, Tertiary Dynamo, Liquiform Matrix. I guess I'll go see what the Tertiary Dynamo does. Or is, or looks like. That's some roach queens there that exist, I guess. Inside of a bunch of decoys. Yeah. Alright. I definitely have some form of comprehension of what's happening here. And I'm definitely not just totally clueless as to how I'm supposed to even accomplish anything. Oh, I made a roach. Is that good? Is that bad? Should I make a roach? Do I want roaches to be made? What is the goal of this room? What do you want me to do here? Maybe if I just take out the primary dynamos, that'll be good enough. I don't know what this is about. This is complete nonsense. Anyway, here's, I don't know, the tertiation chamber or something. It had something to do with, like, stuff. I think I'm supposed to make the adder eat tar stuff. Do I want it to eat all of the tar stuff? Some of the tar stuff? None of it? All the babies? None of the babies? Some of the babies? I don't know. And I really do not know. What is this called again? Liquefaction chamber? Liqueform matrix. I was close. So is this like a really complicated snake puzzle where my goal is to make this adder hit every single tile that it possibly can by abusing like the turn order thing and hitting the whatevers, and yeah, I don't know how to do that. What happens if I just randomly let it run around until it feels like being dead? I guess the only goal I really have is to make the adder eat the mud baby that starts in the far south, which I don't know how to do, and then have it clean up any babies that it created in the process, which I don't know how to do, but seems to kind of happen automatically, sort of, and then have it die in the hot tiles, which is easy. Aside from seeing that that's what needs to happen, I have no idea how to solve this room. So let's go to a different one. Here's more of these guys. Entrepot containment stable. Reserve power at 74% and holding. Sure. Those are words I understand. Tetrafoil capacitor. Sector 47B, atmospheric analysis and processing, rotary processor, auxiliary Briar control, Sector 29G, biometric synthesis. Yeah, it sounds like some really ethical things that are happening here. Mimic, and a mimic, and a mimic. Okay, sure, there's mimics. I'm sure there's a reason there's mimics. Okay. I think the mimics are supposed to go into these rooms. And there's some kind of imposed order thing going on as well, I guess. And we're just all supposed to be kind of in the same place, and the mimics are in danger from the adders, and I can't, and therefore the mimics can't move diagonally if they're on the edge. Is that good enough? I'm not sure that's good enough. Yeah, maybe it is. How did I get so out of phase? Oh, right, the mimics have been walking up against adders. Hold on. So I think that I can't have a mimic walk up against an adder, I can't have a mimic die, and I can't die myself. And those are the restrictions, I think. Oh. So far so good. One down. The really nice thing is not having to kill all 4 adders, like die at the same time or anything like that. Because they're not even interested in the mimics, they're just kind of after me, which makes them just wander around on the east side of all the rooms. Which makes this that looks kind of intimidating not too hard, really. Alright, I broke the tetrafoil capacitor. It's time for the thing to be open, right? I mean, I broke something important, surely, right? Okay, rotary processor. That's, there's definitely a guy pushing a mirror down there. I assume that there's a reason he's doing that. So, what is this about? Huh? I don't understand. What is all this mess? What is the purpose of all this? What do I ultimately want done? I think I want to open that door, so I need to go back around again. Oops. Okay. I feel like I must be missing something, because it seems to me like I'm just doing the thing that's most obvious at any given time. So I want to go there, so I need to go there, so I need to go here, right? What, how did that happen? I don't understand. Okay, let's go back. That's probably far enough. I don't see any way that I could ever possibly... hold on. Let's just start over. I have no idea what the purpose of the fuses are. So, in theory, I need to be here the next time I go through, so I need to be coming from there, so I need to be coming from there, so I need to be coming from there, which I can't do. So I messed up. Did I mess up at this point? No, because I still can't do what I need to do. So I messed up at some earlier point. I guess I'll go the other way at that point then. Will this allow me to exit the way I need to? Yes. Oops. Alright, I broke it. Hooray. This is just, like, I don't get it, but it exists, I guess. Like, it's 90% trial and error. It's, oh, I guess what I did was wrong, so I'll go back and do the other option. There's only like 2 or 3 options in total. Why does this exist? What is this again? What am I messing with now? I am destroying the... wait for it. Auxiliary Briar Control. Alright. There does appear to be some briar roots over there. What do I need to do here? I can do that. That makes it impossible to leave, so why would I ever do that? I guess I need to open this door. By maybe putting a guy on it? putting this guy, this rattlesnake, on it. That'll work, right? But I guess I'd like it if the rattlesnake was short first. Well, that seems like a bad thing that just happened. Why isn't it killing the... Like, I understand, I've messed up. I can't kill the rattlesnake now, but why is the briar not killing him? Oh, okay. That changes the rules a bit, so I guess I'm supposed to stick this snake in there so he'll stand on one of those buttons for me for a while. Or something like that, because that way I can go into the place where the briar is and not die of briar. And then I can come back out and kill the snake, of course. Alright, that should be good enough, right? Just like it'll eventually somewhere useful, right? I guess that's sort of the opposite of what I want. I'd like, I don't know what I want in here. So I could, in theory, use trapdoors to block the snake, but I can't really, because then I would be closing the trapdoor gate. So I don't have the option, I just plain don't have the option of sticking the snake in one spot. And even if I could, I'm not sure how useful that would really be. This guy is not set to go from one relay to exactly the next one anyway, so he would always be pushing a button at some point. I mean, you know, I would have to completely enclose him in the snake, and the snake would also have to not be on a button, both simultaneously. And that just seems like a really tall order. But fine, I understand the goal of this room at least. I'm gonna move on. Here's more guys. All level 3 personnel must report to Sector 9 for adder safety training. Okay. Don't worry guys, I took care of the adders. Manual assistance, biological waste disposal, Sector 2A research and development, flow regulator. But what's this thing then? You there, save us! Okay. I don't know how. What is all this mess? I guess I don't want that guy to go south, but I don't want him to go south anyway. Wow. Okay, when I described this as a mess, I was playing around, but this is a mess. This is seriously a mess. Like, what? Just... ugh. Just look at all this. How am I supposed to even? How about you don't go that way? That's not any good either. What do I want you to do? I want you to go over there. So don't go... No, no. Don't go there. Don't go there. Go hit the other button. And then I need you to hit this button here. I love babysitting, citizen. There we go. Where did I want him to go? Up there. I don't know, one gets the distinct impression this maybe isn't how it's intended to be solved, but I mean, it works, right? I mean, it works so far. What's weird is sometimes there can still be a path to the place he wants to go, and he still won't take that path just because you're kind of in his current pathway. Now for this one, I need to not... Okay. Nope. Nope. I just don't feel like this is maybe how it's supposed to work, but I mean, it's working, so why not? At this point, I don't even need him to do any more of any of the rest of these, so he can just go to that one, please. Oh, no, hold on. I guess it doesn't matter what doors he opens at this point. At last, thank you! Okay. So, what were they even doing in there? What is this one labeled as? Biological waste disposal. That's kind of funny. That didn't particularly help, but maybe those guys will do something nice for me later. So what's this? These hold that closed and that open. I have... I guess I need them to be off the button. And then what? There's all this other mess. I don't understand it all. Well, whatever. I'm just gonna make some rock golems that aren't on the button, I guess, and see what happens after that. Because that's the only way I'm going to ever comprehend what this room's really about. Why would that matter? Here, there's a whole lot of buttons that can do things, I guess. And I'm stuck here. What did he want me to do? I can't exactly take any of those things with me because there's this trap door that closes. What is the point of that? Okay. Maybe... Alright. Maybe... I'm supposed to leave a giant alive and set up the golems so that they prevent him from leaving his box. And then when the explosion happens, the giant leaves his box because the explosion destroys the golem corpses. Ow. The one real problem with that idea is that I don't think that... I think I need a different pattern. I need like a fan blade bleh. I need a fan blade placement. I need a fan blade placement of the rock golems in order to use only 4 to block the way of the rock giant. But first, I have to put the rock giant inside the partially built box, which proves to be probably really hard to do, actually. Because once I've got him in the box, then I have to get the golem out without letting him out, and I'd really appreciate it if everybody would stop being a bunch of jerks and just cooperate for a few minutes, please. That would be really helpful. I don't know what other way you're seeing, because obviously I need to do this. There we go. I mean, I have to block him from moving in any direction whatsoever, because otherwise I have to, you know, it's that thing where you have to rotate around the entire way to make sure that the monster is completely stuck in place and not just partially so. Anyway. I guess I wanted this. Why would I want that? Maybe I'm supposed to use these instead? I don't know. I don't see any way to get him there without him being way too far afield though, so maybe that's not it. I have no idea what this is about, or how, or why. Do I just want to kill this guy on these buttons? Is that what I want? I don't, that's my only guess. That's my only guess, because I don't know what else to do here. If I do that, then I can also kill this guy, I guess, but I need to kill him on top of those buttons. Partially, at least. So let's just destroy 2 of them. Yeah, okay. Let's just destroy 1 of them. Yeah. That'll do it. You know, if I can get my sword facing the right way. There we go. Wait, what? Oh, I've got this backwards, okay. For some reason I thought that was a closed green door or something in my head somewhere. So, okay, fine, I need to leave 1 alive. I'll make you the one that I leave alive because you're already in a bad position to put on the button. You know, just as soon as I figure out how. Let's, yeah, okay. You can be the one that stays alive. You are a jerk and need to move more slowly, please. Okay, maybe... Just about. I need to go around you. How do I go around you? Maybe it'd be better if I just had them out here for the most part to begin with. Yeah, that works immediately much better. Like instantly everything is functional. So I was making it very difficult for myself relative to how difficult it was supposed to be to finish the room. Which is not too surprising, honestly. Alright, I beat whatever that was. Manual assistance is destroyed. This looks like a nightmare. Whatever this is, I seem to remember this being a nightmare. Because it's like... I can't even enter from this side, but it's like if you dare to move the platform, then the guy dies, and then you... I think maybe that guy over there on the east like closes the door if you kill his friends or something. Security system active. Lockdown will be initiated upon citizen death. Yeah, that's what it is. Uh-oh, I can't do that though. I don't know, I just seem to remember this room, or a room that looks like this room, being really annoying. And I can't really remember why or how it's annoying. That's just what I remember for some reason. Some of these are kind of wrong-handed. Oops. So it's like some of these evil eyes are in places where you can just kill them, but the others are not. And I seem to be completely stuck on this island too. I guess I could do this. Oops. I don't know. I think sticking a platform in place also breaks it, which is kind of a problem. How do I get north? How do I get up there? Why can't I get up there? Okay, whatever, that's good enough, I guess. Now they're in a weird... now they're doing weird things, and I don't know. Is this... did I break it, or is it really supposed to be possible to do this? I don't know. I guess I'll take it, though. I didn't want to do that, though. Alright, I guess I broke it. I guess I'm supposed to break it that way. Really bizarre to me, though. Well, this will back-propagate all the way around to the west of me if I just leave it alone. I mean, it's undoubtedly faster to do it myself instead of back-propagating that way, but this works, so I win. Alright, sure. What a weird room. Just what a weird room. Anyway, I guess it's okay if the security system only protects people and not the really valuable thing. Primary beamline will shut down for refilling in 15 minutes. Avoid quadrant gamma during this period. What is this? Are they building a nuclear reactor? Is that what we're dealing with? Authorized personnel only, coolant manifold, and local hydrological monitor. Where am I supposed to put a clone? I don't know. But I don't seem to be able to move here. Oh, okay. I really want to know if they actually bothered to put a room over here. They did! It's a secret room. Okay. I'm probably not going to clear this room, but it is kind of interesting. What's this say? Restricted area Delta 2 breached. Please evacuate prosthetic snake testing ground. Prosthetic snake? What's that? Analytical report, 67Q 23rd researcher. Whoever engineered the attachment point to the subject should be transferred to waste disposal. If the rattlers get too close, the tail drops off. I fixed it so it regenerates after the rattlers move away. Sure, I guess. That's certainly... what? Okay. This is a thing that's happening, I guess. I don't know how to even describe this. This is a thing that's happening. There's character wubbas behind me, and I'm supposed to kill the rattlesnakes with it. By making them stay on one place for a while, I guess. Obviously, right? And it's working eventually, slowly, sorta, kinda. It just looks really, really, really bizarre. Because of course you can't script for a rattlesnake to be out of the way or anything. Also, well, this is taking a while. It's certainly interesting, but man, is it weird. Come on. Ah, come on. Almost got this guy. Now there's all these other guys in my way, but they killed each other a little bit. That's good. I know, I should be making little alcoves for the snakes to walk into. Like that, maybe, and then not be immediately having the snake behind me like that. Just the really chaotic behavior when it's blocked by the existence of a rattlesnake makes it just impossible to understand what's going on sometimes. This guy will not leave me alone. Go away. Ah, okay. Oh, come on. Every time I almost have one, it just I lose the whatever the character wubbas that are in the way of it to make it die even one tile. Every time I almost have one, this happens. Because it turns out to be really hard to make the kind of configuration that kills a snake just by walking it. And having it disappear so frequently. This started out really interesting, but it's actually just really, really bad, annoying. I wouldn't say bad necessarily, but like there's no reason this had to be this annoying. Like, give me a sword for crying out loud, for one thing. Like, this would be cool if I had a sword and I could just sometimes kill them by hitting their tails. And I didn't have to completely do everything by way of blocking them out. Okay, now it's just one long one. Maybe I can handle that better. Like, I'm trying to simultaneously deal with the stuff, deal with the artificial tail or whatever, and manipulate snakes, and I'm already bad enough at manipulating snakes without that problem. Anyway. Like, I'm trying to get to the corner, but consistently the snake gets right up against me, and now I have to run away from it instead of continuing to try and trap it. And then it's in the wrong place, and my whole tail is in the wrong place, and everything's messed up, and I can't do it anymore. Like, there's this, it's really a problem that the thing I'm trying to block the snake with is coming out from behind me. You know? Because I have to go wherever I want the wall to be before I can actually have any kind of wall. So if my goal is to goad the snake into being in the northeast or something, and then to block it off, I have to like do it simultaneously at the same... I don't know. It's just weird. You see there? I was trying to take it to the northeast corner, and now there's just all my stuff in the way of it ever getting there, because I was in the northeast corner myself. This is about the best I can do as far as getting it to go all the way to a corner goes. And obviously it's not good enough. Okay, maybe... Nope, not even one tile will have lost from that. Okay, there, I did some damage at least. The real nightmare is going to be trying to get this thing to die when it's short. There! Good heck. Okay. That's what I wanted to do the entire time, and it just wasn't working. What does this say again? But I can't go that way, I just have to exit now. Alright, I think that was an interesting, thing to see. What's this say is over there, huh? Research and development, I think? Yeah, it's weird that it doesn't say what's over in this direction, though. Whatever. So, yeah. with that, I think I've been to every kind of spoke of this wheel at this point. And also done a secret room. I mean, yeah, there's a room here that involves something, and oh, I guess there's this way I can do it. Roach Queens and a really, 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 really long Fagundo passage over water. That doesn't look like fun. So I've kind of looked at everything, so this is interesting, yeah? I think this has a lot of interesting rooms. Some of them are not too hard, some of them are just dumb, some of them are incomprehensible, some of them are neat. And a really strange custom thing in a secret room. I don't know what else to expect from Discorum. Anyway, so that's good enough for today, because it's about 4. I've been at this for 2 hours as intended. Today we did Empire's Power series by Jeff, but not that Jeff. They were a mixed bag of strangeness and occasional good puzzles and occasional bad puzzles and occasional just not puzzles. Entrapment, which was loads of fun, but has 2 rooms I have no idea how to solve, or 1 room I have no idea how to solve, 1 room I have like 1 step in the right direction probably, and Entropy, which is pretty interesting overall. For some reason this is not set to CaravelNet. There we go. It looks like Escape from Guard's Base is going to be the next one. Yeah. So anyway, thank you for watching. It's going to be another couple of weeks because I have spring break. I'll be going home and I won't be near my large computer. I'll be with my laptop, which isn't any good for streaming. So I might do Spyro sometime this coming week, but I won't plan on doing Alphabet streams for a couple of weeks until, let me see, March 24th. Two Saturdays, and then March 24th. March 24th is the next time that I anticipate probably doing another one. Anyway, for now, I'll see you later. See you on the forums. If you haven't had a look at the Wheelhouse, or you paused looking at the Wheelhouse and have time, please have a look at it. I'm eager to get more comments in. Chaco suggested maybe simplifying the passageways, and I'm like, if that's how everyone feels about it, and everyone hates that and finds it too confusing, I might reconsider not wanting to change how it looks, and I might like go do the really hard work of reconfiguring all the pathways, but I don't know. We'll see. For now, farewell. See you later. Goodbye. I'm running out of greetings.